In this lesson, we will introduce semiquavers, notes that are half the value of a quaver. But before we talk about those, I'm going to talk a little bit about time signatures. Here are the 5 basic note values we deal with: semibreves, minims, crotchets, quavers and semiquavers. Think back to lesson 1 when I told you about the American names for the same notes. They are whole notes, half notes, quarter, eighth and 16th notes. Up to this point, we've been counting up to 4 in a bar, but this isn't of course the case for all pieces of music. Some have 3 in a bar, others 2, 5, in fact they could be anything at all. So how do we know what to count? Well, right at the beginning of a piece of music, you'll find what's known as a time signature. A time signature is made up of 2 numbers, one sat on top of the other, like a fraction. The top number tells you how many to count in a bar. In this case, it's 4, like we've been doing. The bottom number tells you what value of those 4 things that you're counting need to have. This is where the American names for the notes come in. For crotchets, i.e. quarter notes, you'll see a 4 like you see here, but you could come across a 2 for a number of minims in a bar, or 8 for a number of quavers in a bar. 16 obviously denotes semiquavers. Other common time signatures include 2/4. A lot of marches and marching solos are written like this, with 2 crotchets in a bar. 3/4, meaning 3 crotchets in a bar, giving a waltz feel, and 6/8, another common march time signature. If we look at the Good King Wenceslas score from lesson 1, you'll see we're playing in a time signature of 4/4. You'll also notice that all the notes and rests in each bar add up to the value of 4 crotchets. To give another example, look at this one, Away in a Manger. 3/4 means 3 crotchets in a bar, so in our heads we're counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, etc. Let me now demonstrate. I'll count in 2 bars of 3 crotchets. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have a go at this one. I'll count in 2 bars of 3 crotchets. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Well done, you now have a knowledge of the theory behind time signatures. Also, you might have noticed that when playing in 2/4, 3/4 or 4/4, we group the notes into crotchet beats, i.e. the beams at the top of the note stems tie them together in groups that add up to the value of 1 crotchet. We'll talk more about this in lesson 5, now let's introduce you to another note. A note with half the value of a quaver is called a semiquaver. Grouped in 4s, they look like this. They obviously don't always come in 4s, but we'll talk about variations later. Here we have a piece of music in 4/4, so there are 4 crotchet beats to every bar. We know that for crotchets we count 1, 2, 3, 4. If we turn them into quavers, we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For semiquavers, we count like this: 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. To demonstrate, we're going to look back at Ding Dong Merrily on High, but we're going to halve all the note values. This is how it looked before, and now the minims will become crotchets, crotchets will become quavers, and quavers will become semiquavers. Now, with the counting underneath, you can see the 1 eander under the semiquavers. Let's have a go. After 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 eander, 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Great, let's try an exercise. It's in 3/4, i.e. 3 crotchets in a bar. Don't let it throw you, just play what you see. I'll give you 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Well done. Now let's try one containing everything we've learnt. Take a couple of seconds now to look at the first few bars. After 2 bars of 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Well done. Finally, we're going to have a look at writing some notes down. You'll need a piece of paper and a pencil. Draw a stave like this. You'll need 8 bars altogether, and the exercise will be in 4/4. If you need to pause the video here, then do. So think about how many beats you're expecting to hear in a bar and how to count. I'll play the whole exercise twice, but please play this part of the video as many times as you like until you're happy that you've got a complete answer. I'll count 4 in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, hopefully you've got something down. If you need to listen to the exercise again, then do so now. If you're ready for the answer, you should have something that looks a bit like this. If you got that all right, then you're ready to progress to lesson 4.